All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're taking a look over the horizon at a world that's coming at us way faster than you might think. And we're not just talking about cool new gadgets, we're talking about the totally new careers that are going to pop up because of them. So get ready, because we're about to explore the jobs of the future.
Just let this quote sink in for a second. The jobs our kids will have don't just exist yet. They're currently impossible. I mean, wow, that perfectly captures the massive scale of change we're looking at. This isn't just a few tweaks here and there, it's a complete reinvention of what work even means.
And to make this feel a little more real, check this out. Imagine you could time travel back to 1920. You walk up to a telephone operator and tell her that one day, people will get paid to be a social media manager. She'd probably think you were completely nuts, right? Well, that same feeling of no way, that's impossible, is exactly how the jobs we're about to talk about sound to us right now.
So let's kick things off with what we're calling the shock of the new. Because what makes today so different from any other time in history is just the blistering, insane pace of all this change. It's not just happening, it's speeding up.
Okay, let's dive into our first frontier, the bio-digital realm. This is where science fiction is officially becoming science fact. It's a space where our own biology and digital tech are starting to blend together in some truly mind-blowing ways.
So what does a job here even look like? Well, meet the biohacker, or maybe an organ designer. This is someone who literally mixes biology with engineering to 3D print living tissue and even entire organs, using a patient's very own DNA. Seriously, just pause and think about that. A world with no more organ transplant waiting lists. That's the future this job is building. But this whole bio-digital thing isn't just about our physical bodies. It's also about our digital selves, which brings up a really deep question for our time. What happens to your digital legacy? All your posts and pictures after you're gone.
And the answer to that question might just be a digital afterlife manager. Now, this is way more than just deleting your accounts. We're talking about someone who carefully curates your entire digital persona, manages how you remembered online, and get this, even trains an AI reincarnated personality based on all your data. And the whole point? So that your great-great-grandkids can actually have a conversation with a virtual you. Wild, right?
All right, on to our next frontier, and this one is so important. It's not about building more powerful tech, but about teaching our new inventions how to be good. This is all about the ethical code.
And a huge job here is the AI behavior trainer. Now, this isn't a job for a coder. It's for people with backgrounds in things like psychology or philosophy. Their entire job is to teach AI models about empathy, about social rules, and about ethical behavior. They're basically being hired to be the conscience for the machines.
But what happens when that conscience has a slip-up and an AI makes a bad call? Like denying someone a loan because of some hidden bias? That's where the digital trust and ethics specialist comes in. You can think of them like first responders for moral glitches in the system.
Our next frontier is all about jobs that are literally reshaping the world around us. And I mean from the ground right under our feet all the way up to the stars. This is the physical world reimagined.
And this table gives us an awesome, quick look at the possibilities. You've got garbage designers who are rethinking products to create a world with zero waste. You have rewilding strategists using AI and drones to heal our planet. And then you look up and you see space tour guides and lunar architects actually designing the first places for us to live on the moon. And hey, even our virtual worlds need architects to build them from the ground up.
Now, of course, these jobs aren't just appearing out of thin air. They're being created by these massive global forces that are pushing us forward. You've got AI that can act on its own, a global push for sustainability, huge leaps in medicine, and of course, the race to commercialize space and build out the metaverse. These are the engines creating tomorrow's careers.
And here's exactly how that works. Let's trace the path. First, you have the trend. AI is becoming autonomous. That creates a new need. Society has to make sure that AI acts ethically. And boom, that leads to the new role. The AI behavior trainer is born. You can see the clear line from cause to effect. It's a perfect example.
So, after seeing all of this incredible, maybe slightly scary stuff, what does it all actually mean for us, for you? That brings us to our final and maybe the most important piece of this whole puzzle.
And here it is. This is the single most important thing to take away from all of this. The future isn't about trying to outcompete the machines. We're not going to win that game. It's about doubling down on the very things that they can't do. It's about being more human.
This chart shows you exactly what I'm talking about. The most critical skills for the future aren't about coding or technical know-how. They're deeply human. We're talking about creativity, to dream up what's next, ethical reasoning, to make sure we're using all this power wisely, and empathy, to actually connect with each other. These are the skills that are going to be in the highest demand, simply because they're hardest, if not totally impossible, to automate.
So, as we wrap up, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. From designing new organs to building hotels on the moon, from being a garbage designer to training an AI's conscience, which of these futures would you actually want to be a part of? Which job would you pick?